Yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Talk with Southpaw Slick. And today's video is going to be based on an upload from Kendra G that I saw last night. As soon as I saw the thumbnail, I was like, I have to watch this because I know I'm going to be very entertained. And the guest that she had on there was none other than Sidney Starr. Now, for the people who don't know who Sidney Starr is, she is a transgender female entertainer. If I could put it that way, because she does everything. You know, she does the reality show thing. She does a little bit of music on the side. She has a strong social media presence. And her claim to fame was throwing Chingy under the bus back during the days when media takeout was really prevalent. She had a picture of her and Chingy. It was like a fan picture, you know, like she saw Chingy, she took a picture with him. She lied on him, saying that she was sexually involved with him, and come to find out that wasn't even true. Now, Chingy was already caught up in a tranny rumor years ago, so it didn't throw us off at first until she fessed up and said that it really didn't happen. That's one thing about Sidney Starr that you have to watch out for. She's a pathological liar. So everything she says you have to take with a grain of salt. But continuing on, the reason I wanted to talk about this vid is because in that Kendra G upload, she said something that really stood out. She was talking about if a man cheats on his woman with a transgender woman, he's not gay. He's still straight. And thinking to myself, I don't know if I can co-sign that. I don't know if I can co-sign that. At minimum, he's at least bisexual. I can't say a man is 100% straight if he's trans attracted, right? You know, and I've heard other trannies say that. But the thing is with her, she's been very consistent with that one. Because she has talked about men in general and in the industry, which I'm definitely sure is the case, being sexually involved with her. She says she has messed with people in the industry and outside of it. Of course, she has an OnlyFans. But she said the reason why she appeals to guys in the industry so much is because she has the look that they gravitate towards. She's on the lighter end of the spectrum as far as complexion. She has a thick body, like that Instagram type body, you know, with big breasts, the big round butt. You know, she looks like what a lot of guys do like. But she still has a piece between her legs. That's the deal breaker for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm saying it's like, it doesn't matter how pretty she looks, even though it looks like she got some work done. Because initially when I saw her, like years ago, what was like 2012, 2013, where she came out with that Chingy rumor, I was easily fooled, just like the rest of us. She definitely threw a monkey wrench in our sexuality. Because what we're seeing is a woman. She looks like, especially then, I'll say like when she was like 23, 24, 25, she was very attractive. She was just looking at it as a woman and not a tranny. I'm saying I saw a very attractive woman initially. And they're like, oh, she's a tranny. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, damn. And she got all of us like that. Like, oh, shit. And then some guys was like, they don't give a damn. Like, I'm still gonna fuck. I don't even care. Which I'm sure is the case. But yeah, but that one really stood out to me. And I did a video about this way early on. Like when I was doing the videos with Charlie while I was molding knobs. That topic actually came up. Is a man straight if he likes trans women. And I said the same thing then. I said, if you're especially if she's pre-op, I'm not going to call you a heterosexual man at all. But she was on there, of course. She was looking for a relationship, which she has brought up in the past that getting sex for her is easy, which I'm very sure it is. But getting somebody to date her long term, seriously, is not. Because these guys are ashamed to be seen with her. Now, in her defense, I think we need to make these guys more comfortable coming out. I'm saying, fine, you like Sidney Starr, you like Sidney Starr. It is what it is. I'm saying you're hiding it because you know deep down inside that you're not as straight as you think you are. That's why these guys don't want to come out in public with her. You know what I mean? And she said that. She just wants to be with a guy that doesn't give a fuck. And she's willing to be a sugar mama and everything. You know, like, that's probably going to win some guys over. A lot of these homosexuals. I'm saying these broke boys out here, they might take her up on that offer. She says she'll fly guys out. She'll spend the bag on a guy with no problem. See, that's that man thought right there. That's moving like a man would. I'm saying being altruistic like that. Oh, I'll fly you out. You know, I'll take you shopping like P. Diddy. With 50 Cent. You know what? Now I think about it, I would not be surprised if P. Diddy hit that. I wouldn't be surprised at all. To me, Sidney Starr is a bisexual man's dream. I'm saying because she still has a piece between her legs and she's easy on the eyes. So it's like it would be perfect for them. Be perfect for them. I said somebody like P. Diddy, that's who we would want on his arm instead of Young Miami. But I'm saying, but that's the thing that makes it so confusing, is because you do see a woman and a guy that is truly gay is not going to find her attractive because Sidney Starr is way too feminine looking for a homosexual guy to like. So it wouldn't make sense, you know, like I'm saying, to call somebody gay and they're attracted to something that looks like a woman. But at the same time, you're fine with her having a penis, that's the thing throwing me off. I'm saying it's like, it's hard to consider you one way or another, you know? That's always the thing, is that thing. Like I said, but even post-op, I'm saying, yeah, it's not there anymore, but still, at least for me, that's always going to be in the back of my mind. That used to be a man. You know what I mean? Like, and that's always going to bother me, and that's going to keep me or prevent me from even talking to them in the first place. Now, I'm saying some other guys, they'll be perfectly fine with it. Like, fine, whatever. I'm saying, like, pre-op, post-op, I don't care. She's something pretty to look at, and she's going to let me hit. It's all good. Which she said towards the end of the video, that her DMs are open for long-term relationships and one-night stands. Like, hey, if you look good enough, let's get it popping. You know, like, she's obviously somebody with a high sex drive, like a man. I'm saying there was something else I was going to bring up. Oh, that was it. When Kendra G brought up her 3 flaws. Like, what are your 3 flaws? Because Kendra G has been asking that recently, which is a great question to ask. Just in general, like in a date, what's a negative thing some people would say about you? That's one of my favorite questions to ask now in recent memory. I wish I was doing that years ago. I wish I was, but I'm saying, but that's what she asked now. And one of the things she said that she was like, or that was a flaw, is her addiction to porn. And she was like, I watch porn way too much. I'll watch it probably 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'll even miss a photo shoot or some kind of gig just to get one off. You know, and I'm like, that's crazy just to think. Which Kendra G's co-host, I can't remember the guy's name, called in after Sidney Starr appeared, and he was like, you know, she's a trans woman. She's addicted to porn, meaning she jerks off like this, you know, like we do. You know, it's like, and that's crazy to think. I'm saying somebody that looks like her watching porn like we would. You know what I'm saying? That's like a thought I can't fathom. Like, imagine being in a relationship with her, the guy that chooses to be, and you walk in on her watching porn, and she like beating her shit like we would. I'll say that's like a funny image, you know. I can't. That shit got me dead, yo. Like, damn, that shit is funny. That is funny. But yeah, I'm saying it's crazy. Like, that's why I said sexual orientation is not as cut and dry as we thought it was, which I brought up numerous times. Not only in that video about if a guy is gay, if he likes trans women, also the asexual video I did based on hot anime girl. You know, like, oh, you're asexual, but you still have sexual desires. I thought asexual meant not attracted to anything at all, at least from my knowledge. But apparently, I'm not right. I can admit when I'm wrong. You know, like, hey, I thought that's what it was, but apparently it's not that simple. That's why I'm saying it's. But me, I still don't think hot anime girl is asexual. I think she's bisexual with a hint of, what is it, demisexual? We have to have an emotional attraction to be sexually involved with somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the vibe I get from her. You just ain't meet the right guy. But back on Sidney Starr, like the guys in the industry, I'm just wondering who could it be. I have a strong feeling P. Diddy is one of them. I have a very strong feeling, you know, like, I can see P. Diddy all over her. I can easily see that. Like, it's probably more the younger guys, you know, like the NBA YoungBoy types, or, you know, NLE Choppa, you know, the baby, you know, like the newer generation of dudes. I can see her being involved with some of them. I think some of them have been. I said, like, we all heard about this shit for years now, about all the gay shit that's going on in the industry. Like I said, Sidney Starr is well connected in the industry, especially now. So it wouldn't shock me. I'm saying, like, you saw her take pictures with Chingy, of course. You saw her take a picture with Ludacris, but she already said that from jump, that she never had sex with him. That it was just a fan photo. I like Ludacris, so I took a picture with him. And that's what the photo was. Darius McCrary actually had a photo shoot with her a few years ago, now that it crossed my mind. Because I remember somebody reposted it on Instagram, and it was like a very sensual photo shoot. He was all grabbing her butt and everything, like damn near locking lips. Like, he was all on her like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if he did hit it, it is what it is. You know, like, hey, Yusef Mack, the boxer, he admitted himself that he hit that. And DJ Vlad asked him, what, like, did she have a penis or whatnot? Because at the time, we didn't know if she was pre-op or post-op. Even though she said she was post-op on her Breakfast Club interview, which come to find out, that's a lie. Once again, pathological liar. And he was like, I don't know. I just hit it from the back. And I'm thinking to myself, my nigga, you can't tell the difference between an asshole and a vagina. Stop the cap. You know what's up. You just ain't care. And obviously he doesn't, because after he said that shit, somebody exposed him for doing a gay porn video or something, which I didn't even know about. I'm glad I didn't know about it until you fucked me up. But yeah, so she has been involved with guys in the industry. That other dude she was in a short-term relationship with, the one that claimed he was with Birdman and Rich Gang, and if he was, it was definitely short-lived, just like their relationship. And she said that's the reason why he left, is because he couldn't deal with the attention that he was getting, like the negative attention for being linked to her. And that's why I'm saying, like, that's something we need to stop doing. Like, honestly speaking, we need to stop making these guys feel bad for liking trans women. I want them to come out. Like I said, I don't want these dudes being on the DL. I want them to be out and about. I'm saying, like, I don't want them hiding. Be yourself. Be your true self. Being real with yourself is the greatest glory in life. Remember that quote. Remember that. I'm saying, like, I'm not going to shame these guys for liking her. If you like Sidney Starr, fine. It is what it is. Like I said, that's not my thing, but that's your thing. Cool, whatever. Like I said, I can deal with that. That's why I said, I told you before, I can accept the LGBT. I'm not going to accept that non-binary shit. I'm not an LGBT advocate. Like I said, I'm not going to be throwing up fucking rainbow flags and doing all that extra shit. I'm not going to be doing all that. But at the same time, I'm going to respect somebody's orientation and what they're attracted to. If that's what they like, that's what they like. It is what it is. Like I said, we need to make these guys more comfortable so they're not on the DL. That's what I'm saying. Let them be free to be who they are. If that's what he likes, fine. Like I said, we're not even going to like do the gay, straight, bi thing. Is like I said, if he just likes trans women. That's it. You like trans women, be you. Southpaw Slick, I'm out.